What's going on, guys? I'm Type B Tech Reviews, and today I'm going to be talking about my experience with the Velocifier TKL02. Hold on, you can't just go impersonating other YouTubers like that. But like in my last video, we went over this. I'm addicted to this guy's videos, and plus, that's like the joke. I'm becoming him now. No, this bit right here, this is the joke. Whatever you were doing, it wasn't funny at all. Oh, so then you're probably not going to like this bit either? What bit? That's not even the right type of keyboard! Yeah, I don't know how I came up with that for an intro. I think it's just safe to cue the video already. So as mentioned previously, I have two mechanical keyboards. Now when I first got my old keyboard, I really liked it. And that's because I had never used another mechanical keyboard, so I had nothing to compare it to. But my first keyboard was the Velocifier TKL02. It was a cheap $30 keyboard, which when it comes to mechanical keyboards, it is cheap. The switches they used on it were like no-name switches, like I could not find a name on them. And the stabilizers, they speak for themselves. The keycaps on them were okay, but I mean, after watching so many YouTube videos, I wanted something that was better. So I actually tried making my own keycaps by like 3D printing them, which, I mean, sounded like a good idea in theory, but the execution absolutely sucked because, yeah, you know, different plastics sound different, and plastic I have in my 3D printer is not made for keycaps. I basically tried to mod it without doing anything to it, which, didn't work out as well as that just did for pink. Wow, I am shocked. Don't get me wrong, doing a few cheap and easy mods to it definitely helped. Like, I mean, doing a quick foam mod on it was definitely a large improvement on it. And honestly, the keycaps, even though they sounded horrible, I kind of liked the way they looked, not gonna lie. My idea for them was just like spray paint them later, but I kind of liked the way they looked white, so I just kind of ran with it. But eventually, as my YouTube recommended, quickly grew into just a bunch of sound tests. My liking of the keyboard quickly waned. Like, I mean, it wasn't a horrible keyboard, don't get me wrong. For 30 bucks, you get what you paid for. But at the same time, I want something that sounded better than this. And I knew exactly what I wanted to replace it with. This is the Tecware Phantom 87. Now, I got the idea to get this keyboard from Consumer Tech Review, the channel I talked about in my previous video. It was his most recommended TKL-sized keyboard, which is exactly what I wanted because that's what my old keyboard was, and I really liked the layout. It worked for me. You know, I don't know why I'm commentating during fights. It's just, yeah, it's difficult to concentrate, okay? Now, the Tecware Phantom has an aluminum plate, which just makes the keyboard feel solid. But on top of that, it's hot swappable, and it comes with Altemu brown switches, which, I mean, while they're not the best, at least they have a name to them, unlike my last keyboard. And, I mean, it came with pre-lubed stabs, which, I mean, was quite nice for the price tag of only $46. I mean, it's amazing what another $16 can get you. But $46 was not all I spent on this keyboard. You see, I had watched enough YouTube to want to go a little deeper than just buying a new keyboard. I wanted to mod a keyboard. And when it comes to modding, only one name came to mind: Akko. You see, again, going back to Consumer Tech Review, I watched too many of his videos, but you see, he modded the Tecware Phantom, and he used a bunch of Akko products. And that is because the only thing that fits in an Altemu switch is another Altemu switch. Or at least, that's what they want you to think. See, there's this company called Akko who makes switches that fits in Altemu slots. Another great thing about Akko is that they have a bunch of variety. I mean, it's not just like one type of switch. They have like 12. Don't quote me on that exact number. I don't know how many they have. But yeah, they have a bunch of different switches, and I ended up going with the Akko Ocean Blues. They're very satisfying tactile switch, and even though I have nothing to compare them to, I still really like them. But that's not all I wanted from Akko. You see, I wanted a different set of keycaps because, again, I had watched too much YouTube, and the carbon retros just really stuck out to me, even though it doesn't match my setup at all. I also did a very basic foam mod to it, and voila, my main keyboard was born. Now, I must say, I've really been enjoying this keyboard. Everything from the keycaps down to literally just typing with it because, yeah, I've been ruined by YouTube videos. And it honestly feels weird using anything that's not a mechanical keyboard because I do still use a membrane keyboard from time to time when I have to. But I have been I have been ruined by mechanical keyboards. And so have my pockets. You see, this went from like a $46 build to $135, and I'm still not done with it. Like, there's still things I want to do to it. Like, Tecware makes this custom shroud that you can put on top of it because it comes stock as a floating key design, which, while nice, I think it would look nicer with the shroud on it. So that's something I want to do to it. And I also want to put some different stabilizers in it. Well, this one does come with pretty good stock stabilizers. I feel like it would just be better with some other stabilizers. And also, you know, I kind of just want to like try modding it more, like lubing the switches, lubing the stabilizers, all stuff that I want to do. It's all time-consuming stuff, but at the same time, I feel like it'd be relaxing. And as this video comes to a close, I'll leave you guys with a bit of a sound test, because this wouldn't be a true video about keyboards if there wasn't a sound test. Let's be honest.